Hey guys and girls, just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about Buzzsprout. Start a podcast today with free podcast hosting for Buzzsprout, easy podcasting software for hosting, promoting, and tracking your podcast. Buzzsprout is the best way to publish a podcast online for secure and reliable hosting to full iTunes support. Get started for free, no credit card required, cancel at any time.
Stats for losers.
That's why we took the damn field. Now, if you want to crown them, then crown their ass.
This is what's great about sports. This is what the greatest thing about sports is.
You play to win the game.
Welcome to the Airin podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Welcome back. We have a new segment that we're going to release today called High Heat, brought to you by the Airing It Out podcast. I am going to be your host, Dustin Marion, and we're bringing in my MLB analyst, Emmanuel Lora. What's going on, buddy?
How you
doing? I'm always doing good, bro. I'm chilling out here, loving Cali. It's always like 70. It never rains. Life is good.
It was 70 today, but very cloudy and rainy.
I know it. I said it, bro. I was just when I got back, I seen you for like an hour, but the sun doesn't shine in New York City, which is absolutely terrible.
It doesn't.
Like they always say, speaking about New York City, right?
Yep.
Let's start with the better organization. New York Yankees. Do we fire Aaron Boone? What's happening with this organization?
I don't know because to be honest, I don't watch a lot of Yankee games. I don't watch any. So I don't know like how he manages. So I can't critique him, but something's got to give because it's not working. Something's got to give. I think they should bring in someone young and fresh and I don't know. I just don't think he relates to any of the players. Like he's just outdated. Like he's old school. Like I don't know. There's a lot of young players on the team. I just think they should bring a fresh face to the team.
Okay, so let's start going down the lineup. Giancarlo Stanton is overrated.
You should have never gave him that contract anyways. Garbage.
Well, we didn't give it to him. The Marlins gave it to him.
You took a large portion of it.
Well, Derek Jeter was trying to hook us up and trying to help us out. I mean, to be honest with you, Giancarlo Stanton can stay healthy. He's one of the most powerful hitters I've ever seen in the MLB.
He probably is. Like as far as strength, like just physical strength, he's a beast.
He hits the ball probably further than any home run hitter I've ever seen.
No doubt about it. He's a monster. He just can't stay healthy.
But he can't stay healthy. So then, you're fired. Yeah. Okay. Aaron Judge, is he overrated?
Okay. I don't want to take heat for this. Like I don't think he's overrated.
Because I think he's overrated.
But we have nothing to go by because he's had one good year, and that was his rookie season when he was fully healthy. So I don't know. I don't want to throw the overrated because he's been injured ever since then. So
okay, I know baseball is your forte, but in NFL, you know what's the best ability? Availability. If you're not available, I can't play you. Aaron Judge, since his rookie year that he was a phenom on the scene, has been injured every fucking season since then. How long has he been in the league? 6 years? 6 years?
Yeah.
Come on, bro. And I can argue that if he played in another stadium, his numbers might not even be the same.
Yeah.
That right porch favors him.
He doesn't have the right porch because he's a righty.
I know he doesn't, but a lot of the home runs that are hit in Yankee Stadium are hit to the right. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Opposite field home runs is how you win. I'm sure those guys even critique the swing. You know who's a monster who hits to left? Giancarlo Stanton. That guy just fucking hits that shit right out the fucking building.
It don't matter how far the shit is, the stadium is, he's gonna hit that shit. If he makes contact, he's a beast. Yeah, of course.
He's a National League hitter, which is a big thing to say because National League parks are designed for pitchers.
Miami Stadium is ridiculous. That shit is huge, and he was crushing them shits.
In the rafters. In the rafters. Okay. So DJ LeMahieu, I think he's good.
Very good.
But I don't know. Without Stanton in the lineup, without Giancarlo in the lineup, I think that there's no really dynamic player to protect him. Aaron Hicks.
No, sir.
We're good.
No, sir.
How do you say this other kid, Gio
Urshela is the only one that's carrying the team. He's the only one that's been producing for real. He's the only one that's been hitting. Everyone else is went to sleep.
Okay, I know you read the box score. Is DJ LeMahieu still the leadoff hitter?
I'm not sure.
Because if Gio is crushing it, why isn't he in the leadoff spot? And then put DJ right behind him, and that's it. At least we got two guys.
Nah, I would keep DJ in the leadoff.
Okay, then put Urshela behind him. Fucking Judge has a torn oblique, a torn rib, like homeboy is just too much torque. Too much
That's
torque.
the thing. They're too brolic for their own good. They're too brolic. Like that physical body, the being brolic is not good for baseball. Like your body will break down easily. Like you just if you're a boxer, then maybe, but like it just doesn't. It's not gonna work out. That's just my assumption.
So no, I totally agree. Our guy Hollow Clutch said the same thing too. You know, they're too yoked.
That shit doesn't work.
You gotta have a little bit of kind of gushiness because you swinging the bat at 100 miles an hour, 162 games, 4 times a day. That's a lot of torque on your body. That if you're ripped and jacked, your body might not respond the same.
Unless you're on roids, then you recover easily.
Which I've said multiple times that I believe that the New York Yankees need to show me most of their urine because I think they're all juicers. I'm being serious. I think they're all juicers.
No, but you know,
I mean, come on, bro.
If Stanton wasn't always juiced up from day one, he's always been juiced up, and Judge is a big dude. So like I'm not sure they're on roids just because they're naturally big dudes. Like you see, Judge's thighs, like them shits is huge.
I know he's a monster.
Like
he's
naturally.
a monster, bro. I think when they had CC Sabathia, they had 5 guys in the lineup that were like almost all the same height of like the starting lineup of the Celtics. 6'5", 6'6", 6'8", 6'10". That's not a baseball player, bro. That is a monster. It's like Space Jam and shit. Maybe they're playing the wrong fucking sport. Okay, talk to me about my guy. I know you don't watch too much Yankee baseball, but did we spend good money on homeboy from the pitcher, Jared Cole?
Oh yeah, he's a beast.
But his beast is not equaling wins. It's not equaling wins. It's not equaling.
Oh, I mean,
wins,
his ERA is under 2. He's like 1 point something. He's pitching well. It's just he has no support. The bat's got to wake up.
So if I'm him, do I want to get out of there?
Get him out of there? Nah, you want to keep him.
No, shit, he want to leave.
At least until you start.
No. If I'm him, do I want to leave?
Where else you going to go? Who's going to pick up your contract, probably?
The Dodgers. They're going to win another chip. Right? Let's go. Trade Kershaw. I'll be like, get me the fuck out of here.
They're not winning.
Okay, cool. So watch. We're going to go because I already know where we're going to think. All right, hold on. Before we even get over there. So let's switch sides. So right now, you think management might be a little too old school. We got a lot of young guys on the staff. We might be missing the mark on that. Obviously, there's a discussion to be made that Giancarlo and that Judge might be a little overrated in the sense of what they're getting paid. I mean, Judge, I can't believe he's still on his rookie contract. But obviously, Giancarlo,
they're not going to pick him up. He's going to be a free agent. He's going to walk. He's already almost 30, and he's injured a lot. No, he's out.
Good.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Okay, so let's go, quote unquote, across the pond, but we'll go across the subway and to the Darling Mets. They go out, they make a big splash. They sign one of the better young players in the league. They're still trash. What is going on here?
Garbage. Lindor, they should have waited. They should have waited before they dropped the bag. At least let me see how you perform in a big market. You in Cleveland. Like it's different. The pressure's different. Like it's a different ball game when you're playing in New York. Like I would have preferred that they wait at least one season. They did that shit preseason. Like not even like in the beginning of the season. Like we'll see how he's producing. They just threw him the bag a little too early. I don't know. He's still a great player. I mean, I think he's gonna have a bounce back season. I think he's gonna be all right. But they're already booing him.
I was watching them, bro. I was watching them play, bro. They look like a AAA ball team.
They're not coming together. They have two
There's
great
no
pitchers.
Cohesion.
They have the best pitcher in baseball, hands down.
Agreed. Is that the
Grom is the best. Like he's by far the best. He's incredible to watch. Like you just watch his games and you're like you'll be a fan of baseball. He's sick. and Stroman is doing good too, but that's about it. Like everything is just.
All right, so now we're gonna fire everybody on this team too. Okay, let's get back to the East. Let's get back to the American East. How impressed are you with Tampa Bay being so competitive, especially when no one knows who the fuck is on their lineup, and they just keep on pulling out pitchers out of their fucking ears?
I'm impressed. This season they're having a little rough. They had a rough start this season, but I think they'll get it together. I don't know. I'm impressed. I'm impressed because no one expected them to even come up top in the AL last season. I mean, I knew they were doing great, and I knew they had good pitching, but I didn't expect all that. I didn't expect a World Series.
Do you think it's tough for them to be in a market like the American League East, where big guys like the Yankees and Boston's can pretty much use you as a AAA team and just take all your players when they come up for free agency?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that's got to be hard to continually to be able to produce.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like a lot of teams, they like the farm system is what matters. Like a lot of teams don't consider that. They want to get the big players, which is good. You have to have both. And that's the reason why the Dodgers are so good, because they have both. They have the farm system and they have high payroll. They pay their players. So like you have to have a combination of both. You can't have one of the other, like one over the other. You have to have a combination of both. And like Yankees is all payroll, no farm. And like,
no, but I could argue that that's not entirely true. Even though they have a high payroll, besides Giancarlo Stanton and Cole, all those dudes are homegrown. Urshela's homegrown. Hicks, I think, is homegrown. LeMahieu is not, but Herman, the pitcher, a lot of their dudes, a lot of their supporting cast is all from the. Which is weird that they have such a high payroll, and a lot of their guys have been produced from the farm. I mean, Aaron Judge came from the farm, which is insane to think about that.
Because I look at their payroll, and I don't know where it comes from. Because Judge is low.
It's probably right. They old motherfuckers. That's how.
Like
that's
I know Garrett.
Because they don't show you the receipts
for sure, and Cole and Stanton for sure. But like, where does the rest go?
Right. So if you have a $300 million payroll, and Cole and Giancarlo Stanton only represent $50 million of that payroll, where's the rest of that fucking money? Right? Okay. So I won't entirely destroy the Yankees because I am one of their harshest critics. Let's go up to Boston, because you guys go from being in the dungeon last season and being absolutely garbage. And I also believe that you guys have probably top 10, top 20 player on the planet. You guys are, I think, 11-6 the last I checked. Could be maybe even 12-6. So what's going on? Is it just clicking this year?
Chaim Bloom, we praise him. He came from Tampa. That's the guy who we replaced Dave Dombrowski with. He's phenomenal. At first he was making some hard, like what I was thinking with my heart. So I was like, oh no, you got rid of Benintendi, you let Mookie walk. But I guess he has a plan that we can't see. I was too emotionally invested into these players. And like, if they're not producing, they got to go. Jackie Bradley Jr. was trash. He had to go. Benintendi was trash. He had to go. Mookie Betts was good, but he's expensive, so he got to go. Like, and I was emotional about it because, now I'm starting to see like maybe he has some, maybe he's right.
Do you think that it was with Mookie just a situation where they didn't want to handcuff themselves to a big contract?
He didn't want to stay. He didn't like Boston. You could tell the way his body language. He's so much happier in LA. Like he just didn't like Boston. It could be because like the city is known as like to be racist or whatever. He just wasn't happy there. It could be the media. I'm not sure, but he wasn't happy, and he was gonna walk regardless. Like they offered him a big contract, and he turned it down. I think I don't remember how much they are. Well, it might have been 300, which is low compared to like Machado and what Bryce got. But I'm sure they would have, like, if he'd allowed them to the drawing table, I'm sure they would have like offered a little more. But I'm sad that he's gone, but I understand he had to go at that time. They wanted to cut payroll, and so he didn't fit that plan. So he had to go.
I really dig something that you said, and I'm not going to expand on it with you, but I'm going to look at it and maybe bring it back. But that's actually a very, very interesting point that Mookie is a colored player and Boston is predominantly white, and so who knows what it was like. Also, the weather's fucking horrible there, and there's a lot of other things. But I want to unpack that.
Let's not pretend like Big Papi is not like the mayor in that city.
But I think, you know what's so funny? I think that it was different, and that nostalgia is kind of leaving now. You know, and to sidetrack for just a second, and this is I find it weird how I always bring it back to this, but what Tom built there in the sense of a winning feeling, let's say, it just bled into everything. And when you have the Patriots dominating and Big Papi and Manny working, I mean, I think that people don't even really get to discuss how amazing Terry Francona was in managing all of those guys. And then the Celtics starts to get hot. And so, you know, Titletown was really in Boston for a long time. I mean, they brought a lot of wins. I had to shut somebody down the other day because they tried to play me. Boston has 4 chips since getting out of the dungeon. Yeah, that is huge. The most out of any over 15 years. In 15 years, that's a dynasty. And that's incredible that they were able to do that. And they were able to do it with 2 different rosters and 2 different head coaches or managers, excuse me. And so that's really impressive. And 2 different GMs.
3 different managers.
There you go. Look at that.
And 3 different president of operations. Head of the operations.
See, so they know what the fuck is going on. They're cooking a little bit over there. But what I did want to dig into, because I got some friends of mine who think they know a little something about something. Hands down, Mookie Betts is the best player in baseball, correct?
Okay. Okay. If you're talking about like on paper, stats wise, Mike Trout is the best player. But if you're talking about overall, if you're talking about like when I'm comparing 2 players, I'm comparing I'm basically asking myself one question. Who do you want when the game is on the line? And Mike Trout has not proven that to me enough. He hasn't been in a postseason. And when he had that one appearance, which I can't knock him for it. It was only one appearance. He hadn't had time to adjust. He was 2 for 12. Unacceptable. If you're going to Vegas and you putting your money on 2 for 12, no.
This is the weird thing too, okay? Because we gotta kind of give a little texture to this discussion too, because I think like a lot of good hitters go into the postseason and shit the bed, especially when managers are designing game plans to take you away, right? And so a lot of postseason numbers, a la Alex Rodriguez and some of these other bigger name guys, they don't have that great postseason presence in the sense of numbers because we're looking to pitch around you. We know you're the best. I'm not going to give it to you. There's like 8 other bums that I'd rather throw to.
Yeah, you can't tell me about a game in May 26.
But I think, and I'm going to take what you said a little further, game changer. Game changer. Yeah. That is not Mike Trout.
No.
Game changer is Mookie Betts.
Winning, yeah, of course. I said that. He should have been MVP. How many times did they go? How many times did they go before they had Mookie? How many times did they win? No, how many chips they won since before they had Mookie? Yeah, and he has so much fun when he's on the field. Like he's joking around, he's laughing, smiling. He has so much fun, and he's a frail dude. How is he a frail dude hitting them bombs like that? Just has a cannon of an arm. Like he's all around player. Yeah, Trout three-time MVP. You can't deny that. Like he's a beast. He every year he leads the league in OPS. But there's more to it than that. Yeah, I agree. I can agree. First off, he was never he was overrated to begin with before they give him that contract. Yeah, trash. Yeah, he's like, just put me on the bat. I don't care about defense. He was horrible. Yeah. Sorry to cut you off. My thing is, if you're gonna play defense, you have to get up at your bat with your bat. You have to make it up. And Bryce doesn't really make it up like that to me. Not
But
like
I
Manny
also
Ramirez.
think, first of all, if you're saying, first of all, remember, Manny was probably crushing like on all sides, and they were doing something different. This is what I'm saying. You're Bryce Harper. You go to Philadelphia. Philly kind of stinks, right? Philly has a losing reputation. There's nothing to excite you over there. You got Didi, you got Didi over there, and Didi was for like a second, and then it was kind of like, I think they got McCutcheon now on that team, but
they won 2 games since they got Bryce, like compared to the season before. Like he didn't improve that team whatsoever.
I got that, but what I'm saying is now if you put Bryce Harper in pinstripes and you put him on that right field porch where people, his numbers would dominate.
Right field porch,
he'd be the best player.
Right field porch,
he would be the best player.
Batting practice.
I've played with him in MLB The Show. It's the easiest fucking thing in the whole wide world. I swear to God. All you got to do is time the ball, and it's gone. It's gone every single time. As a lefty, come on, bro. In a righty dominant league. And what I was trying to get at was we need to bring the DH across both aisles. Obviously, pitchers cannot run to first.
Purist, but with that, 100% I agree.
Come on, bro. What the fuck are we doing? Yeah, come into the future. Make it fucking exciting.
I agree.
Like, let's fucking
a guaranteed
go.
out is never fun to watch.
No, that's another thing. You said purists, right? The shift needs to be illegal now too. Just take that out. Yeah. You're taking away. You're fucking up the game.
We have to adapt. We have to adapt.
Bro, you know what's so funny that Hollow said that had me crying? How can you move the whole infield right, and that's where you spray, and you get paid $20 million?
You can't hit Oppo, or you can't bunt something. Hit Oppo. Learn how to hit Oppo. It's crazy. Like these players, and all. Back in the days, you couldn't do that shit. You did a shift on Ted Williams. He was like, okay.
Isn't that nuts? Professional athlete. Right. So that's what I'm saying. So let's get rid of the shift so we can bring back some fun. Let's get some DHing going on across the board because I think that's why our home run numbers are down this year than they were last year. Because last year, fucking home runs was fucking going crazy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, in 2019, too. When they juiced the balls.
I think that they're talking about trying to bring Mike Trout to New York, which is never going to happen. But why not New York Yankees go after fucking Harper? He would be excited. He's kind of a douche already.
I wasn't so mad about the contract.
It would work.
Like he sells tickets. Like his name, his image. He has the long hair. He's gonna move the needle. So like, it's okay to invest in him. Like $300 million, I'm sure they're gonna make it back. So
they probably already made it back. They probably already made it. You know how much a fucking jersey costs? An authentic jersey costs $200. Like if you go to the game and you got 50,000 people, 50,000 people times 200. Do the math. That's a lot of money. And you do that every season. And then we make different jerseys and away and home and girl jersey and pink jersey and camo jersey and retro jersey. And let's not forget these fucking hats that are $50. So 50 times 200 is 250. 250 times every single fucking person in there.
Though, if he was in NY, they would boo the shit out of him.
That's the thing. Like, you gotta have a little tough skin. It's that's why to me, I still, even though it's not the real Yankee Stadium, that's why to me, Yankee Stadium and Boston are the best places to play. Because if you're a real baseball player, you need to flourish in that environment. If you don't, you are not the best player in baseball. You're not. Right? It seems weak sauce. Okay, shifting gears really quickly because I know you pay attention and you watch your Boston boys every day. Do you buy the package or how do you watch them?
Yeah, I got the MLB. Yeah. Go.
You should share that fucking password with your boy.
I got you, dude.
No, but
I can do it as long as I'm not watching my game.
Oh, it's all damn. They do it like that. It's only one viewer.
Oh, I'm not sure. I don't even know, but we could try it.
Okay, don't worry.
We could try it.
Yeah, we're working out. Yeah. Anyways, so listen to this one. Tell me what you think about putting a man on second after extra innings. What in the fuck are we doing here?
Horrible. Horrible. What is that? Like there's gotta be. My thing is like, I understand you have. I'm all for it because I love my sport. I think about the future of the sport, and I see everyone watching basketball more, football. So I get it. Ratings are going down. I get it. But like, there's only so much you can do without affecting the game. Like, you're gonna destroy the game. Why would you have? You're gonna start the inning with a man on second. That anything could drive that run in. That's it. Game over.
That's why I said he should start at first, because then you have to manufacture a run.
Yeah, he's already on scoring position off the gate.
Second base, a fucking bullshit thing. If Mookie Betts is on second, that's a run.
You could have a bunt, a sack bunt, and a sack fly. Game over.
Right. You could even have at second a pass ball.
Yeah.
Right. Moves the guy to third. I get a single, and that's a run and game over. Yeah. Pretty much. So baseball is fucking a lot of things up right now. I don't understand. I don't know what they're doing here.
That's a terrible idea. I hope this is just a test run, and they're gonna see that it was a bad idea.
I gotta get with these people who make these fucking rules.
Like naturally slow. There's only so much you can speed it up. Like it is what it is. Like.
But I think if you add the DH, you're going to speed up the game, right? Because first of all, we're going to get way more runs, which is going to look like it's going faster. It might not be going faster. It could probably make longer games, but in the eyes, the way people see things, people fucking count runs. If I've been watching a game for fucking 3 hours and it's 0-0 and no one hit each other, I'm like, I'm going to turn this shit off.
And it's even outside of the game. Like, a big reason is outside of the game, like the way they market the players. Like, you don't see baseball anywhere you go. Like, it's just like things like that. The little things like that matter. Like, it attracts the outside.
Agreed.
And like, I have friends that don't know anything about baseball. It's like, okay, like,
nope.
They just like people from other countries that come here. They just don't know about baseball, but they'll watch the Super Bowl. They'll watch LeBron James
because those motherfuckers, right? Because they brand like a motherfucker. They brand everywhere. So now, I think that they got to definitely fix some things, but I don't know why they're not looking at it. Another thing that I think that they should do, we should start getting younger umpires and calling a tighter strike zone. And I think we should take out the human element a little bit out of baseball.
You think so?
Yes, because again, and everybody gets mad, especially the purists. When you say speed up the game, I feel like that's a bad term. We need to make the game more interesting.
The only thing about that is like each player has its own strike zone, so it's going to be hard if it's like computerized. Like, it's just, I don't know. But however,
but dude, I be seeing some of the calls are just egregious, bro.
The umpires they recently been getting out of hand. They just feel like they have too much power and they just call whatever they want.
There's
no consistency. Yeah, I agree.
And that's the thing. One judge says one thing and another judge says another thing. At least with the zebras in the NFL, pass interference is pass interference, right? Offsides is offsides. Even in basketball, backcourt is backcourt. I can throw the pitch here and I can throw the pitch here. One pitch is a strike and the other pitch is a fucking ball, and it's a millimeter apart.
Yeah. But I do kind of like when it's not too extreme. But if it's like, okay, now the pitcher understands that the umpire calls the outside, low and outside, low and away. He calls those strikes. So then the pitcher then attacks that zone, and it's up to the batter to pick up on that and adjust. So that I like that, like human element about the game. If it's computerized and like every single like a strike could be a strike and unhittable for the batter. And like I feel like that. I don't know, I don't want to go too much.
But what I'm saying is, bro, I've been watching a lot of baseball, and that same umpire will change the zone. He'll change the zone on the same guy, on a righty. I'm like, bro, you just called that a ball for the other team, and now, and you know where I see it the most? Home umps calling against home teams. They make it ridiculously difficult. It's like the home ump is like, nah, you got to really earn this win, bro. What are you talking about? What's the point of having a home umpire, right? If that's the case, then they should have a lottery, and then all the guys play all the stadiums. Just like they do in the NFL again. That there's no such thing as a home ump. We're moving you fools around everywhere. You don't travel. There's no such thing as a home umpire. You guys, and I don't know if that's entirely true that they do it like that or they don't.
I don't know.
But I've been watching a lot of National League baseball, and these guys stink. They stink. They're terrible. Worst fucking shit I've ever seen. I can't even believe some of the stuff that I watch.
The crazy shit is like when they do the reviews and they still can't see that like a runner was safe, and it's like, wow, you could see the replay. Like they do the review and then they go by. I don't know. It's that's been happening recently.
Yeah, I just feel like they should get a little bit more technology in this. All right, let me start hating on some more people. You ready?
I'm the biggest hater. I'm ready.
Where we at? Manny Machado, what the fuck? This guy wins the Silver Slugger Award for third baseman. Is he the best hitting third baseman in the National League?
I can off the top of my head, I can name you like 5 players better than him.
Go ahead, name them.
Okay, you have Arenado, who I think is the best third baseman offensively and defensively. So you have, let me see, you could go Jose Ramirez, who was an MVP candidate the last 4 years. You could go, who else you could go? You could go Rendon, who's better offensively.
That's what I was thinking.
You could go Matt Chapman, who's better defensively and offensively. Bregman, you could go Suarez. There's a lot. So Machado got a uphill battle.
Yeah, Machado's got like a loose stick. How do we evaluate?
I do like him. I do think he's a great player. Like offensive, he's good. He's a good player.
He's lackadaisical. His numbers are crazy. Do you know how much he's batting right now, bro? He's batting under like 220, bro. That's garbage for a $25 million player.
Yeah, but I mean, it is the start of the season, so I'm not gonna hold it to him.
Fucking Mookie Betts is hitting like 400, bro.
Mookie's had a slow season too at the beginning.
Yeah, it's only because they were facing the Padres and that rivalry starting to cook.
I love it.
Right?
It's the new Boston and what?
See, that's why I like you. I tried to sell that shit to Hollow. Hollow was like, no. I'm like, bro, the Yankees and the Boston Red Sox don't have a rivalry anymore.
Yeah,
what the fuck are you talking about? It's done. It's because you guys won the chip already. There's no flame. Now it's like the Padres or the Boston Red Sox. They're in the division and they're trying to take down, the emperor with all the money.
No, it's because Yankee fans are silent. They only come out when they win.
Well, that too. I mean, they're also bandwagon. There's a lot of things.
As soon as they start winning.
Right. I know. Trust me. I got a whole bunch of problems with the Yankee fans. Even when they win, I'm on their shit because I'm just like, for the institution that you guys are selling, this has got to be the best product on the field, and it's not.
I agree. They're expected to win every year, and anything short of that is a failure. That's it. The franchise, the history, everything. Like if you want to pick like the top 10 greatest players, about 6 of them are going to be Yankee players. Like that means something. Like that, the heritage, everything. When you put on them pinstripes, you have a slightly higher chance of winning than everyone else.
Yes, I agree. You also have the asset.
You have the payroll. Yup. They got if they want you, they have you.
Yeah, come on. What the fuck are we doing? And Brian Cashman over here fucking being the GM for 30 years. I think it's time for Brian to go.
I was going to say that. I don't think it's Boone. I think he's the one.
I agree. I don't think it's Boone. I kind of like Boone. I think he's scrappy. I think he kind of reminds me a little bit of like a young Joe Torre. He kind of has that swag to him. But getting back to this. Okay, Tatis, third best player in the MLB?
I don't like to jump the gun too early. Like he's phenomenal. He's phenomenal, but he was great last season, but it was a 60-game season, and in 2019 he wasn't all that. Like he was good, but he wasn't a phenom. So I don't want to jump the gun with him either. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
He's
like great for baseball. I'm so happy that he's here.
He is okay. So let's pretend that we agree with the people. Trout, Mookie. Who's 3?
Acuna.
Okay, I know you were telling me about him. So what do you like about this guy?
I've phenomenal. Seen him. My man, did you see? I was gonna send you the link of his last home run. His fucking 488 feet. A monster. He's such a little guy. He packs a big punch. Like I don't know. He's phenomenal.
So switching lanes and going back to the East, which is weird that we keep ending up over there. Atlanta Braves. How dynamic can they be?
I think they're gonna be. Yeah, I expected them to win last year. Yeah. So I don't know. I guess this year with that they experienced the postseason. Maybe they'll do a little better and not shit the bed.
How dope is Freddie Freeman?
Phenomenal. He's great. Right? He's Chipper Jones Jr. He's like Chipper Jones.
He's amazing.
He's great. Consistent. He's very consistent. He's a hitter. He gets the job done.
Yeah, I don't understand why all these guys have such a problem with this shit. It's like, bro, your one job is to learn how to hit and hit all the time. It's crazy to me that out of so many players, not so many players are consistent. Yeah. It's crazy.
It's like you have one good year and then off year. One good year and off year. And it's like,
we just
there's no consistency.
Seesaw back and forth.
There's been when was the last time we had a back-to-back MVP? Or even a contention?
Who was the MVP last year? Who was the MVP last year?
Abreu. Jose Abreu.
From White Sox? Who do you remember who was the guy before that?
For which 2020, 2019 MVP. Oh, it's Trout.
Damn, this guy, they just be handing it to him. This is fucking disgusting. Okay.
He's good. Do you like what the Padres? I can't hate on him because he's really good.
No,
I just gonna hold off on the great comments. Like I won't put the great label on him yet.
Or not even great. Best player in baseball. No.
Yeah.
No, that's not you. That's not you. Sorry.
If you're the best, it has to come down to postseason. Like you have to. I don't know. You have to have a postseason track record. Resume.
Okay, so speaking about the Angels, this kid Ohtani, what the fuck is going on, bro? This kid is sick.
Right? He's so good, and I was so mad that he got injured early in his career, so he hasn't even been able to be 100% for a whole season.
So now he got Tommy John surgery or didn't get Tommy John surgery?
Tommy John. Nah, but he's injured. He's been injured.
So he's pitching and hitting
at the same time.
Wow!
Hitting home runs, getting 9 Ks and then hit a home run. He's sick.
So he only bats every 5 days, or he's in the lineup too?
Oh, he's been in the lineup every day. He's in the lineup,
and then he goes pitches a whole game too.
Crazy!
Wow!
Crazy!
That is unfucking believable, bro. I can't even believe it. I love
to watch it because it's we're watching history. If he can keep it up and stay healthy and be dominant, come on. When was the last time we had a pitcher that can hit that good and hit bombs? He crushes them shits.
He's a lefty,
He's a lefty, right? Yeah.
I'm telling you, lefties are the fucking flavor, bro. If you are a fucking lefty, learn how to play baseball. You would destroy. He is a big dude. He doesn't miss any of his meals. He eats all of them. He's a big guy. Okay, so now Dodgers, I think they're a lock, but you don't think so. You think Boston is a lock, obviously, because you're a fucking homer, right? So Dodgers, Boston World Series, or you don't see Dodgers at all?
Okay, my thing with the Dodgers is all right, they're a great team, but what are we basing this off of? A 60 game season? Like,
No, hold on. Let's rewind the tape. You ready? What we're basing this on is over the last 4 years they went to the
and how
World
many
Series.
times
Over,
have they
over the last
closed?
5 years,
It
it
doesn't
doesn't matter. Over the last 5 years,
That does matter.
But bro, listen, it's like LeBron James. Let's take away all of LeBron James' hardware. To go back to 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 back, that shit is hard. The level of competition is difficult. Even for my boo, because I tell you I always find a way. TB to do what he's doing is just it's unspoken of. Even if you don't win. I get that. But it's the hardest. It's hard to do. I feel like the fan base doesn't truly understand how difficult it is to win a championship. Everything has to be perfect.
but we're
everything.
Exactly. But we're talking about great teams, so we have to. When you're talking about greatest, like great, when you're putting the word great, you have to.
No, I didn't say that.
You have to be very
saying,
critical. If you're using the word great,
I'm not saying great. No, I said that they're going to win the World Series, based on the fact of my logic that over the last 5 years they've went to the World Series 3 times. And they've won 1. I think that's a fair statement. I think that makes total sense. I think that makes total sense to say that.
They beat a team. They almost made the game 7 to a team that was batting 200. Tampa Bay's bats were silent. They had no hits. Yeah, and they barely won.
I got
and
you.
They're supposed to destroy them.
But also, this is a problem too. No, I think that this is a problem too. First of all, anybody who represents the American League, one can argue that the American League is the best. The American East is one of the best divisions in baseball.
Yeah.
And they have pitching. So if you could shut down the Yanks and you could shut down the Sox, the Dodgers, who the fuck are the Dodgers? No offense. To me, the National League is an inferior league.
Yeah. I mean, the National League is trash, but that's what I'm saying. That proves my point. Like they don't have much competition. Everyone else is garbage.
All right.
So their numbers
don't have
are
no competition. I get that. So if there's no garbage, I mean, if there's no thing, they definitely at least get into the chip because there's none of them are bums. The only people in their way, to be honest with you, is the Braves.
Yeah. And San Diego.
Right? You sound like you live here already, bro.
I'm trying to see where you at. If you rapping, you switch
Negative. I don't. You know what's so crazy? I think it's weird. So it's like what H told me the other day. I was excited that the New York Knicks were 500, right? But now the New York Knicks are in 4th place overall in the Eastern Conference, right? Overall. But I was excited at 500. Over here, it's the same thing. The Padres have been so bad that they get excited when they fucking complete a routine double play. I'm like, bro, any other team is supposed to make that play. You guys are clapping and standing ovation because you guys made a double play. Like, act like you've been there before. And I also think that Tatis is doing way too much. And I also think that the manager is not good enough for that team. I'd be honest with you, if I had my GM hat, I let them play out this year. I call up Terry Francona, whatever you want. Blank check. Come here now. He can manage a guy like Manny. He can control a guy like Tatis. And he can also pull up guys that are smaller. And what he did with so many different personalities from a pitching perspective in Boston, and now what he's done as a Cleveland Indian.
No, you don't like the bat flips, the taunting, you don't like it?
I like all of that stuff. I think it's great. No, that's dope. That's not what I'm worried about. I'm worried about this guy doing splits trying to catch balls. I'm worried about this guy running into outfielders because he's so thirsty to catch the ball. I'm worried about him overswinging balls that are junk. They're junk. Why are you swinging at junk, son? Don't swing at junk. We need to be sitting down. I just finished watching Moneyball, whether this was true or not. And I think for the most part they happen. But we need guys need to start becoming like quarterbacks and watching film and really analyzing the pitches 100%. That they're playing.
Especially when you have all this technology.
If you see this guy,
which supposedly they're doing. Supposedly, but I'm not seeing any I'm not seeing any results. Yeah.
Come on, bro. You gotta listen, bro. You should know every pitch this guy throws, every zone that he enjoys, every fucking umpire that gives him calls. Like that is the level of.
It seems like the only ones who are putting in the hard work are the pitchers. It seems like those are the only ones that are like trying to perfect their craft, and like the hitters are just having a good time.
Because to be honest with you, I know it's the hardest thing to do in sports is hit a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. But even if you close your eyes, you can maybe hit it by accident. Right? In pitching, if you close your eyes, that shit might be a bomb, bro. You're done. You better be fucking dialed. I mean, look at what Kershaw has been through. I feel bad for Kershaw. Kershaw's probably one of the most dominant pitchers we've ever seen in our lifetime, and he gets no love because he shits the bed every time in the postseason.
But he's that good in the regular season that he can. But it's true. That's why he would never be a Koufax to me. Like he just he doesn't close when you have to close when they need you.
I know. I mean, to me, there are certain levels of the Dodgers that are suspect. This is the thing that I think that the Dodgers have, that they play baseball like I would play baseball. They figured out something that makes a lot of sense. How many lefties do you think they have on their lineup?
Bellinger, Max Muncy, I don't know. I don't know off the top.
They got a lot. I think they got more than most of the other teams. Because every time, I know Max Muncy. Max Muncy's my guy. I love Max Muncy. I love Cody Bellinger. I love Bryce Harper. I love lefties because the advantage automatically goes to them. But when I watch the Dodgers, bro, everybody hits on that team. Every fucking body hits. Their batting average as a team is beyond good. And they have Mookie Betts, who it doesn't matter what fucking side of the plate he's on. Homeboy hits. And they have Brian Roberts, who up until recently I was suspect. He's a hell of a coach.
Oh, Dave Roberts.
Yeah. Sorry, yes, Dave Roberts. He's amazing.
I like him. He's a chill dude. The players love him. I think he's good. He made some poor decisions past couple of years, but what the hell? That's baseball. Like sometimes it doesn't work out.
Yeah, I just think that the Padres need a little bit more a dynamic coach to manage some of those guys. What do you think about Eric Hosmer?
I think he's good, but I don't think he's living up to what they paid him.
There you go. That's all I wanted to hear.
It's just, I don't know, like I don't know what's going. Like, first off, to throw the bag at anyone, like from a business standpoint, like the return on your investment is probably not. If you're gonna do like long-term contracts, it's probably not beneficial for you to invest in a player, even like a Mike Trout or Mookie Betts, because you could find a player that's just a little bit less, that's not at his level, but just a little less for way less. So like money-wise, I don't think it's worth to throw the bag at anyone, honestly, because there's no. Look at Pujols. Pujols is a fucking shell of himself.
The only guy who we've seen at least recently is Mookie Betts.
But then we still don't even know.
The bag at.
We still don't even know.
But listen, for right now, he's producing.
Yeah.
Okay. At this point, they threw the bag at Giancarlo Stanton. Bryce Harper. Pujols, at least so Jersey, so it kind of worked for them a little bit. I think did they win a chip with Pujols?
No, hell no.
Right,
he just haven't won a chip since 03.
Hit the button. All right, hit the button again. Right, like so. Based on what you're saying, that's entirely true. All of these dudes that they have paid, Judge is gonna get paid somewhere, and it's not gonna be beneficial for whatever team takes him. All of these big name guys always get these big monster contracts.
You're gonna find one that's gonna be worth it, but that's not the.
I think it's less than once in a while. I think it's one in a chance.
Business statistically,
once in a million.
It's not a good deal.
No, it sucks. Which is why I want to bring this up, and then we'll close it out. What are your thoughts on the Oakland A's? These guys are always fucking good. Why? What are they missing? Should they spend on one guy?
Look, I don't know. For the money ball shit don't work, so they're gonna have to spend.
That's not true.
They're gonna have to spend.
That's not true. Boston used it and won.
Yeah, but we had
the Dodgers used it and
we
won.
Had big superstars. We had the top payroll. We had one of the top 5 payrolls. You don't win without spending money.
I don't know.
You know who Moneyball? You know who loves Moneyball? The owners.
Right.
They can still sell tickets with a low payroll.
Right.
That shit doesn't work. They don't win chips. How many Moneyball teams? Like look, Tampa Bay, Oakland, zero. That shit doesn't work.
I feel like if it gets you close, it's worth the price of admission.
And that's from the business standpoint, yes. But from the fan standpoint, we care about chips.
I guess that's true. That is a fair statement. I mean, you know, look at the poor Boston folks. They almost died for 110 years. Poor guys.
We made up for it, though.
Shit now they don't. Yeah, but now you motherfuckers don't know how to act. You know what I mean? Yeah, guys act like every day's a holiday.
We just happy.
I don't know. So I guess we'll take it now. We'll make a $1 bet. I'll take Dodgers. You take your team, and we'll see who does it in the end. But like I said, it's totally unfair because if Boston goes, Boston is facing so many better hitters.
Look, let's not get it twisted. This is a rebuilding season, and we're supposed to be rebuilding for the next 3 years. So like we're not expected to be good the next 3 years. This is a shocker that we're in first place, but this is not expected. We're expecting to be in last place. If we're doing good, I'll take it. But we're supposed to be horrible for the next 3 seasons. So if we somehow make it, we make it on top in the AL East, that's a win for me. I don't care how further we go from there. But I don't expect us to go any far. We still have a lot of holes in our game.
All right, so how about this? We get a $1 bet. I'll take the Scrubs Yankees to win the division, and you take the
Boston
Sox.
For sure. With the way you guys are playing, right, I'm taking that.
That's terrible. So, my friend, it's always a pleasure to talk to you. I know I want to get you to bed and stuff. We'll talk soon. Thanks for coming on. Yes, sir. Anytime. You take it easy. Peace out. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Thanks for listening.